Well, hello everyone. You here to show you the webcam homework. You say the what you call it is, could you say known as, like, the research is knowing about troubleshooting issues, is that could be maybe be solved. It's like in your own opinion is knowing about how to spending time on trying to get it to work and stuff. You have the controls right here. You got send and record and then cancel. It's like for video messaging, which most of us, if we're familiar with video messaging, if you were to have your PC would be connected to a webcam, or if you were to have something that requires, say, the connection it just basically showing right here. You got these controls right here, and then along right here is it's like what the call it is. You got the call right here. And if you go to scroll down, it's like for audio settings, the video call it is, and then of course if you were to say do for video call it is that knowing about that it shows right here, of course, is like your webcam cannot, it's not recognize, apparently that it says cannot start video. I guess it's not recognizing the I guess if it's the connection or maybe another program that's using the webcam it is. And a lot of times with most of us, if we were to be leaving maybe an important message one of these days, like on Skype or whatever, maybe Magic Jack, whatever it is, that a lot of times that you probably think about is like you keep getting this this error message right here. It's just knowing about that it shows the type of webcam that you're using, and of course you got these other settings right here. It's like you got of course the sounds and audio and general settings, and of course with the band settings. And with most of us besides what you call is like maybe a touch tone, a touch keypad or whatever, that more likely that you could probably think about is that maybe just something that maybe just is done by maybe a few clicks or whatever. But really that I've been pretty frustrated over the fact that whenever something like this does occur, that knowing about is that if you had to say click on one of these options that I say with webcam settings, and then of course you can change the profile image, your photo image is, and then of course with other Skype features. But with most people will probably think about, if you use Skype, that we could probably think about do our webcam homework, that some people would probably think about that whenever it stops working, that's whenever I stop using it. More likely I'll buy another webcam, more likely I may switch to another provider, whatever it is. But like with me, I've been top on electronics for about 18 years, something like that, 18, 19 years, that whenever I would go to the store and buy something it is, and I'm not really talking about what you say is like what you call maybe a memory stick unit or anything like that. I'm talking about maybe something related to maybe a CD player or anything like that, that we could probably think about is like if you're going to buy anything so far as electronics goes, then a lot of times the things I would normally buy would be like a boom box or a cassette player. Of course that was back those couple of years ago, whatever I could afford. But in essence, I got this stuff here that there may be some people that may think that just swap a CD, pop a CD into the CD tray and push play, whatever it is. It's like, really, same thing that goes with say with the time watch it is. It's like knowing about the fact that you don't know how to get the battery out of it, just to tell what time it is knowing. It's like, really, how much time is this going to take anyway? But just knowing about the fact about that with this homework troubleshooting issues is knowing about figuring out what the problem is. With most, like, as people, if it's like knowing about, it's like you would like to maybe get paid to figure out what the problem is knowing about, whatever the problem is, get the darn thing fixed. But other than that, knowing about with me that I say it's not worth throwing it across the room, and of course it's not worth taking a hammer to the front part of the lens or whatever, but just try to figure it out. And more likely you could probably say that even if it don't work, then more likely that you would be able to find something maybe to check out. It's like if it don't work, then more likely that maybe you click on check out all the other settings, and if you had to make a phone call or whatever, it's like knowing about the fact check when, for the reason why it's not reading, and why the video is not starting, or it is. But some people may think that that as soon as it starts giving me problems, and that's whenever I just want to put it down. And sometimes that's what you have to do. But on the other hand too, that knowing about that, just knowing about your experience with it, because I know with most of the things I do buy, it's like knowing about that, really, I guess you kind of have fun, I guess, learning this stuff compared to what you call it, other than getting a tetanus shot. It is, if you were to think about, maybe if you had to deal with taking medicine or taking a shot or whatever you call it, you'd probably say that, if anything, maybe I would rather mess with the webcam or whatever. But on the other hand too, to knowing about that, how are you going to be able to get it working again? Really, if you want, take a hammer to it and go, but other than that, is knowing about it. It's like talking about it. It's like for the webcam homework and talking about it. It's like working out the issues.